I think especially Caitlin Clark, and I'm a huge fan, and I never say that, but I think it's fun what she's doing. When it comes to viewership, man, I think a lot of people have a lot to learn about our league, but I think that's a really fun thing. And if you have really anything negative to say about all the viewership and everything that this rookie class is doing, I just think that you're not capitalizing on it, and you might be a little jealous. So for me, I'm all for it. I'm about it. I love.
Sophie Cunningham has officially teamed up with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, and it's exactly the partnership fans have been eagerly awaiting. Known for her fiery spirit, Sophie is stepping up to defend Clark against all the critics, unlike the player the Fever traded to make room for her. That's right, Nalissa Smith's toxic behavior finally caught up with her. She's out, packed up and sent away, much like last season's bad decisions. From locker room drama to outright disrespect, Smith, along with her partner in pettiness, DJ Carrington, had been stoking the flames of controversy at every turn. Well, the plot has thickened. They've both been traded to Dallas. But the real question remains, is this simply karma at work, or is there more drama lurking beneath the surface? Let's break it down.
Everybody hate Caitlin Clark, and do you hate Caitlin Clark? Come on, talk
dude.
to me.
Absolutely not. I think that she's a gem. I didn't know her, but All-Star Weekend we kind of bantered back and forth a little bit, and she's lovely. She has a lot of pressure on her shoulders, and I think a lot of people always have a lot to say with people they don't even know or shoes they've never been in. And for me, I think she's handling the pressure very well. She's doing a lot of great things for women's basketball. And I'm a fan. Like, I would love to play with her one day.
Sophie Cunningham has long expressed her desire to play alongside Caitlin Clark, and now that dream is finally coming true. She's always had immense respect for Clark's game, admired her relentless work ethic, and recognized that when you have a generational talent like Clark, the role is to support, not sabotage. Now, Sophie is officially part of the Indiana Fever, and fans couldn't be more excited. But what makes this even better? The Fever didn't just add the right player, they've also parted ways with the wrong one. That's right, Nalissa Smith, the same player who couldn't even feign support for Caitlin on the court, is out. The same Smith who contributed nothing but negativity, locker room tension, and a me-first mentality that weighed the team down like an anchor on a sinking ship.
Is that it might not be from you, but like what is it feels it's not hate, but is it jealousy, is it envy, is it just like, what is it?
Yeah, I see both sides. I'm not an extremist in any way, and so I like to see both sides of each party. I think when you have older people in the league, they work their tails off and they didn't get the recognition. They don't get paid millions of dollars before they even step on the court. You know what I mean? And for them, it's all about, okay, well, what are your stats? What are you doing for the actual game, like while you're playing?
Yeah.
And then for
Sophie Cunningham isn't just a talented player. She's the kind of teammate everyone wants. She's passionate, team-focused, and, above all, she respects Caitlin Clark. Sophie understands that Clark isn't just another player. She's the future of the WNBA. And any smart player knows how to adjust and support that. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case with Aaliyah Smith, who appeared more interested in passive-aggressive behavior than in actually contributing to the game. Fans saw it, the organization saw it, and now the Fever have made the smartest move possible by parting ways with Smith.
Nalissa Smith is confused as to why Indiana Fever fans don't want her on their team. And it's really not that hard to understand, Nalissa. Let me tell you why. We don't even need to take into account any of your social media outbursts. We don't need to take into account any of your subtweets. We don't need to take into account any of your drama chasing antics off the court. We don't need to take into account your passive aggressive ways. You're removing the Indiana Fever one day in your bio, adding them in the next day in your bio, quote tweeting other people's tweets. We don't even need to take into account all the unnecessary drama and garbage that you add to this team when it comes off the court. All we really need to do is sit back and watch you on the court. It's really not that hard of a concept to grasp.
Nalissa Smith wasn't just a poor fit on the court. She was a negative influence off of it. The energy she brought to the team was like a dark cloud, affecting practices, games, and even the locker room. The team's chemistry was off whenever she was around, and no amount of spin could change that reality. It matters. She showed a clear lack of respect for Caitlin Clark, and it was evident in every lackluster defensive play, every dismissive eye roll, and every time she refused to step up when it mattered.
More breaking news, another signing just happened. Sophie Cunningham was just acquired to the Indiana Fever by the Indiana Fever. Oh my goodness. Within 2 hours. And guess who was gone? Nelissa Smith is gone.
Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham has been nothing but supportive. She's the type of player who lifts her teammates up, not drags them down. While Sophie has been vocal about admiring Caitlin Clark's game, Nelissa Smith couldn't even pretend to care. She wouldn't defend Clark, wouldn't act like a true teammate, and definitely didn't play with the mentality of someone who was striving for victory.
Ow! Oh, I'm sorry. You poked me in the eye. You ate Rose. You did.
I did not poke you.
Did you do it on purpose?
I did not poke you in your eye.
Did you do it on purpose?
I got him the knee. That was my reflex.
It looked like you were just laughing.
Now, the Fever are moving forward with a roster that actually makes sense, a team built on chemistry, respect, and a focus on winning. As for Nelissa Smith and DJ Carrington, well, let's just say they've got plenty of time to reflect on where it all went wrong. The Indiana Fever finally woke up and recognized what fans have been shouting all along. Nelissa Smith was the problem. The energy was off, the chemistry was non-existent, and the vibe was pure negativity. But that's all in the past now, because Sophie Cunningham has arrived, and she's exactly what this team needed. She's not just a tough, skilled player, she's a leader. Sophie is the type of teammate who lifts others up, brings intensity to the court, and respects the game. The fact that she openly expressed her desire to play with Caitlin Clark, and now she gets to, it's like the basketball gods finally got it right.
Sophie Cunningham is not going to put up with the hate and the bullying Caitlin Clark has been receiving throughout the WNBA, because we know last year that was a big target for Caitlin Clark, was to get an enforcer. And like I keep telling y'all, Kelly Cristobal is not messing around, bro.
Meanwhile, Nelissa Smith's departure, no tears, no farewell tributes, no emotional goodbyes, just a collective sigh of relief from Fever fans. Let's be honest, Smith wasn't doing the team any favors. She wasn't adding value, on or off the court. Her body language was off, her effort was inconsistent, and the way she treated Caitlin Clark during that social media stunt was downright disrespectful.
So Nelissa Smith is now playing on the same team as DJ Carrington. For the first time since their Baylor days, they are playing on the same team. And even a couple of months ago, DJ was being asked about the potential of the two of them playing together, and she literally said, and she's like, oh, that's not gonna happen, because Connecticut aren't gonna, because I'm not, basically said, I'm not leaving Connecticut, and Indiana aren't gonna trade you. Turns out both of them got traded, and both of them got traded to the same team, the Dallas Wings.